So, in case you didn't know, this year's comic convention season is underway. There's WonderCon, DragonCon, Comic-Con, and of course everybody's favorite, FiberCon. Just kidding. Then there's something called Wizard World here in Chicago. It's the second largest comic convention in the country, and I went to check it out.
I come every year. I'm a comic book fan, I'm an anime fan, I'm a costume fan, I'm a fan.
This is our real first project here, and the reception has been very good so far from Chicago and other places in the country.
We're working on a new TV show called Transylvania Television, and hopefully we'll hit it big.
The TV show is called Ed the Sox Night Party. It's viewable on G4. So we have dancing girls, we have a hot tub that, audience members can get into. We have celebrity guests, and we talk about a lot of geek stuff.
Along with what you would expect at a normal comic convention, Wizard World is a place where up-and-coming artists and writers try to get their foot in the door.
I am selling my collection of strips called Freaks and Squeaks. It's about these mice that live in a little boy's bedroom and the lives that they lead. Their president is named Tex, and he's worried about the mice across the hall having mousetraps of mass destruction.
Well, my comic is called Arsenal. It stars a guy named Arsenal Davis. He's a man of science. He created a suit of armor called the Heave 2. Stands for Heat Extracting Armor, version 2.
These are my two main characters, well, the main character and the co-star of our book, Hot Shot, that Victor and I produced. Hot Shot, of course, standing right here, and he's standing next to Vigilance.
Our main character, Count LeShock, who is a vampire, decides that he's going to catch up with technology and build a television station in his castle. He doesn't know anything about television, so it's a disaster, which is funny.
I figure that if I write about Chicago, it'll hold my interest, hold the interest of my artists, and it'll also let the local people get a feel for what we're trying to accomplish.
We then talked about the important issues facing comics today, like the changing face of the modern-day superhero, and 50 Cent's new comic book.
Since American comic books really aren't respected as a whole, it's really hard to say when it's gone too far.
Like 50 Cent, dude, stick to rapping. You don't need a video game, you don't need a t-shirt, you don't need tennis shoes, and you really don't need a comic book.
What are you talking about? He's got a healing factor and
obviously
the ability to take 9 bullets. That's pretty dope.
Exactly 9. That's his kryptonite. There you go.
The 10th bullet. That's what they're going to call the book, the 10th bullet. It's going to be serious.
I mean, one of Superman's big criticisms is he's too perfect. So a perfect superhero is an imperfect superhero. I mean, there's a reason people love Wolverine, because he's so flawed and such a screw-up.
Hot Shot isn't the biggest guy on the block. He's very skinny. He's small. Every drawing of the covers that he's ever had Hot Shot getting kicked down. I mean, just the crap kicked out of him. And, that's something that we want. Every time, in comic books, the hero always wins. No, not true. This is real life stuff.
I think it's becoming much more mainstream, and I think it's more of a family thing. And I also think that depending on the subject matter, it's an everyone thing, not just a nerdy guy thing.
I swear I do have a wife, and she's a beautiful woman, and she reads comics too. So they're not just for nerds, they're for everyone. We hear all this crazy stuff on the news and in real life, and this allows us to live somebody else's life without, spending hours and hours of watching TV and all that stuff. It's a good time. It gives you a nice release and escape, and it's your friend. It's always going to be there as long as you don't, screw up the copy.